Episode for high GC news. Mima ubibia akwaba had the latest hot kwa era me de bremo. Enuti zonya subscribe to channel idea bo modia say over subscribe. The way say over click the subscribe button. Na wabele notification. We understand video for be upload no. When the first person once ever can sa video. Afi we are na wa like video no give us a thumbs up na fi share ma wo foforo so na wenye bi hwe na wo hu ensemo a ekoso e wo Ghana memo hanum afi tentemara yembura ye ensemo a abeto ye pno so uminti ye sankomo ya babeto je sa report mama yiti sansemo ye ekoso uminti
bibi mu kira mu and a special prosecutor ekasa no oka asem we and the special prosecutor should understand there's something happening at the special prosecutor's office. He needs to understand to say the special prosecutor now namhono. He's not that clean. I am here to speak on the special prosecutor, the oye. Because time ye wo special prosecutor kusi jabeng. People like us, we defended you. People like us defended you. Criminals like Paul Adomochimo, they were envious of you. Because they felt to say, Nyoma, when you're at your age, you know, they couldn't get it. Until they were always on you because they felt to say, so when you were going to expose the NPP government. So thieves and criminals, dirty stinking drug abusers like Paul Adomochimo, they were always on you. And people like us, we had some belief, say, you can still deliver as a special prosecutor. Until people like us, so many times we defended you, but it is looking like, say, power has gotten into your head. And you see, you are doing a lot of things that are not right. Now, and a special prosecutor spoke about Mustafa Hamid. Now, we should hear in some special prosecutor Kaya Mumianko TB. After that, I'll tell you something.
National Petroleum Authority. In November 2024, the OSP commenced investigation into suspected corruption and corruption-related offenses in respect of the operations of National Petroleum Authority, NPA, and the activities of some of its officials. The OSP investigation has revealed that between 2022 and 2024, some high-ranking and other officials of NPA devised and implemented a corrupt scheme of using public office for profit through threats, intimidation, coercion, suggestions, bribery, and inordinate regulatory duress to obtain for their personal benefit large sums of money from oil marketing companies and other entities under their statutory regulatory, licensing, oversight and monitoring mandates in the petroleum downstream industry. As at the close of business on 30 May 2025, the OSP had uncovered, through tracing and trailing, an amount of 280,516,127 cedis and 19 pesos, being proceeds of the corrupt scheme, some of which has been used by the perpetrators to acquire identified and traced apartments, suites, houses in country and abroad, 22 fuel haulage trucks, and the incorporation, acquisition, and operation of oil marketing companies to compete with the oil marketing companies they were regulating. The OSP, before the end of June, would file criminal charges against the first batch of the perpetrators and complicit oil marketing companies and their officials. Upon filing, we will brief you in detail in respect of who did what, who acquired what, and what has been recovered.
So this is the special prosecutor. So we bro for PZ for my dream. I see a year 2024. I feel me a year November 2024. And I almost started a year Mustafa Hamid ana olidi MPA a year the Juma Diemu na utie OSP kasana or you see where it be high ranking and other officials almost share omunsemu who say a year Ghana sika 208 million Ghana cedis Na ehwehwemu no moye no, omu say nipa bi afa kotikwan so akomutiri ho abon and they have deliberately stolen from the state. Now okasa no osi oh, as far as May 30th, ena omubehu exactly the amount of money nipa na omoshe Mustafa Hamida si. Omoye den sika omowia ebi de bia toto dan wa Ghana, esisi dan wa Ghana, atoto dan wa abruchiri, atoto kasa kese, omo tracy sa sika ni nyina. It is special prosecutor and the asama okachere efa eye Mustafa Hamid wallahi honono. Now you see, well, a few questions I want to ask the special prosecutor. And I want to tell him, say, he cannot play games with us. I can tell you on authority, say, special prosecutors investigations way, and then on start here. Something is slowing down this investigations. Something is slowing down this investigations. And when you listen to the special prosecutor, he does not want to mention Mustafa Hamid's name in any of his press releases. There's a reason why the special prosecutor has refused to mention Mustafa Hamid's name. The reason is that he's using high-ranking officials because there's something going on. It's preventing the special prosecutor from opening a criminal case against NPA. Now, from my source, the special prosecutor has gotten whatever he needs to get to prosecute. But I would see the statement munda or say they will be filing. That means, as we speak today, on filing case against Mustafa Hamid and the NPA officials. Now, more some questions to ask the special prosecutor. And you see something, there are a lot of things going on, and I expect him to understand the position he has been given. He cannot abuse that position. Say, if today, say, the Speaker of Parliament, the security details have been taken away from him. Now, a special prosecutor or 4 military men are a gardener. When you go to the OSP's office, there are 2 military men stationed there already with a policeman. But the OSP way APR Bontina or 4 military men. 4. You ask yourself, is this guy a god or is a civil servant? Why are we giving special prosecutor 4 military men to work with? Say, special prosecutor Ebefa Street is why they block all the streets. And the funny thing is, 4 military men, no, Obeko special prosecutor office, no, not 2 ejina gates, not 4 ejina ononi officer, no. The question here is, what has he actually done for him to need 4 military men at his disposal in his car, and also 2 standing at his office premises, including a police officer? The question is simple. Why? Now, I know the special prosecutor is stalling this Mustafa Hamid MPA investigations. He's stalling these investigations because of the information I have picked up. Mameka Bibincho. When a special prosecutor started this investigation, a young man was picked up. And that young man who was picked up, he was interrogated. And then when the young man was interrogated, they got to the point who say, before election 2024, Mustafa Hamid, every OMCB MPA every month they were paying 3 million Ghana cedis to Mustafa Hamid. And that money was towards Mahamadu Bawumia's campaign. The gentleman who was taking the money, he was arrested by the special prosecutor. The special prosecutor brought him into the office. They interrogated him, and the person confessed of taking 3 million Ghana cedis from all the OMCs every month, and that money was directed to Mahamadu Bawumia's campaign. Now, there were some few questions to ask the special prosecutor. Now, the reason why I'm putting this on record is because BBC, Now, question number one that I have for the special prosecutor is simple. Has the OSP invited and interrogated certain persons, and was the admissions to the effect that monies were taken from the state to support Mahamadu Bawumia's campaign? Is a question. Number two, has Mustafa Hamid, has he been invited by the office, and did he confirm the allegation? What is saying Mustafa Hamid Babontine Bekache Ghana for say he has not been invited by the special prosecutor. And the press conference, a journalist was asking asked special prosecutor, say, Mustafa Hamid says you have not invited him. The special prosecutor looked shocked. Now the question I'm asking the special prosecutor is, Mustafa Hamid, has he been invited to your office? And has he confirmed that allegation? Because the young man you arrested, the things he said, did Mustafa Hamid admit to them? That's the second question. Remember, that interrogation of the young man was done on camera. I'm asking, do you still have the footage? That investigation, you have audios. I'm asking, do you still have audios? Because these are two vital, important things that support your claim if you're going to make a criminal case against any suspect. And I am very well informed that when you interrogated that young man, you interrogated him with the camera scene. The question I'm asking, do you still have those files? Or those files have disappeared? Now, question number 3. There 14 questions. Did Mustafa seek and meet with a special prosecutor? Did Mustafa Hamid, special prosecutor, did he ever meet you outside the OSP's office? Did he seek to meet you? Was there any exchange of pleasantries? I'm asking a question. Have you taken money from Mustafa Hamid? The first money that came in, that is almost 5 million cedis, just to meet him. Has anything like that happened? These are questions I'm asking. Did he pay any money to you? And has Mustafa Hamid paid 60 million Ghana cedis out of 20 million Ghana cedis to you? It's just a question. That's what I'm saying, that if Mustafa Hamid met you, did he meet you at a special prosecutor's office or your office next? That is next to Nyahu Clinic. I'm just asking. These are all questions. Question number 4. Did money exchange hands before he met with the special prosecutor? Or did money exchange hands before you met Mustafa Hamid? Consultation of 4 million to 5 million cedis, did it happen? And after you met Mustafa Hamid, did any 16 million, was 20 million discussed and 60 million paid? It's a question. I'm not accusing you. I'm just asking you simple questions. Question number 5. After the meeting, was there an agreement to pay money, and how much has been paid? After meeting Mustafa Hamid, because I'm asking, have you met him? And when you met him, what was the agreement? Was any money, any payment agreed upon? I'm just asking. I'm not accusing you. I'm asking you. Question number 6. If money had been paid after the meeting, when will the balance be paid? It's another question. I'm not accusing you. I'm asking you if you have met Mustafa Hamid, if you have met him out of your office, if he has paid any money to you, and if he has paid some of the money to you, when is the rest going to be paid? These are questions I'm asking you. Question number 7. What is happening to the docket now? That docket, tonight, Siaba Special Prosecutor's Officer, is that docket sitting there, or that docket has been taken away? Have you taken the docket, or the docket is there? Because after that young man was interrogated and filmed, recorded, I want to ask, that docket, did you take it, or the docket is still in your office? Because the president should be asking you about the docket. And I'm advising the president to call you to present that docket. He needs to see it. Because you are appointed by the president. And I'm respectfully telling the president, Mr. President, please call the special prosecutor and ask him to bring that docket. The docket, that boy who was interrogated, the camera seen so recorded that docket. If the docket is at the special prosecutor's office, he should bring it. If it is not there, where is the docket? Now, let me move forward. This is question number 8. These are all questions. I'm not accusing of anything, but we need answers. It's very, very important. Who is Kwabena Agyarko, the Chief of Staff and Acting Director of Operations at the Office of the Special Prosecutor? There's one gentleman at the Office of the Special Prosecutor. In fact, he's in charge of what you call a acting directorate position, our operations. He heads your office, your so-called office next to Nyaho Clinic and the Special Prosecutor's office. In fact, he is in charge. He's the director of operations. Is he on government payroll? The next time I come, I'll come and show that gentleman's face. I'm asking, that man called Kwabena Agyarko, is he on government payroll? What role is he playing in your office? Both in your office at NES and also at the Special Prosecutor's office. I want to know what is his role, because he's playing serious roles. In fact, he is giving instructions to investigators. He is actually making sure investigators do their job. We want to know who appointed him. Payroll Ben or Dasso. Is he being paid by the accountant general? Who is this man called Kwabena Agyarko? We want to know who this person is. Now, we are asking, is he a staff? Is he on payroll? And that is question number 9. His name is Kwabena Agyarko. Question number 10. What is his role in the office, or does he come to the office? Now, question number 3. Does the OSP have an office annexed at Ridge? And is it where Kwabena Agyarko operates? We want to ask. Do you have another office annexed at Ridge? And that place, what work is Kwabena Agyarko doing there? Because we know your official office, but now we know you have an annex office. And that office, we want to know, the Kwabena Agyarko, we just want to ask, do you have an office there that guy operates? Question number 12. What actually happens in that office? What happens there? Why do you have private meetings there? Why can't you have meetings at the OSP's office? Why can't you have meetings there? Because I can tell you, for some time now, you have not been to the OSP office. You have not been there. You don't even show up. You have created your own office where you work from. So we are asking, what actually happens there? Do you call suspects to come there, to meet you there? Is that right? Is it sanctioned by the government? Is it your own personal property? Okay. Now, question number 13 and 14. How many security details have been assigned to the special prosecutor? We want to know. From my checks, you have 4 military men who sit in your car with you. Your car is bulletproof. And then you have 2 military men stationed at the OSP office, including a police officer. We want you to tell us, how many security details do you have? Now, we want to ask, and what about the security at your residence at Ridge, around Nyaho and Agbogba in Accra? You have 2 offices, Nyaho Bako and Agbogba. We want to know security details send because the neighbor to me the OSP office. So office na kano why na etua hoka. Security no more why na etua mo. We want to know what's going on in those offices. You see, Mameka Bibincho, during the transition, special prosecutor called for every docket at the OSP's office. The special prosecutor, during transition, Oje dockets, he did not keep them at the office. He took the dockets away. Every single investigator, Okuta docket, the OSP took it. Till date, the OSP has not returned the docket. Remember, there were some investigations that were started before this government, the NPP went out of office. The OSP came to office and took every docket As we speak today, no investigator at the OSP's office has one docket. And the funny thing is, none of the docket in the Bakumponiwa in the office. Now, government dockets, he has taken it to his private office and having private meetings out of the OSP's office. He does not come to the office. Now, the question is, sir, why are you doing this? The office you occupy. Remember, OSP has 254 employees. 254. He has only 38 cases. And he has not been able to break one case. There are 254 people who work at the Special Prosecutor's Office. He has only 38 cases. He has not been able to break one. This is a waste of time. And today, I heard this. Yoku. Leadership has requested a copy of OSP's docket on Cecilia Dapa. And the Yoko said, OSP Cecilia Dapa docket ne wo no omu hia. They are respectfully asking for Cecilia Dapa's docket. Because the Akoti nyina say, and the Cecilia Dapa ojina court and or say $1 million theft case, Cecilia Dapa's money and jewelry were not stolen. And the statement of Cecilia Dapa, lawyer for patients, Boakye alleges. Cecilia Cecilia Dapa said, "Enquire ne wia sika and the jewelry." Lawyer na oye lawyer ma enquire na o suspect no almost fa bibia. Inti Cecilia Dapa case no and so akoye komsa. We don't know. Now Yoku is demanding from the special prosecutor docket no sa Cecilia Dapa docket no special prosecutor should hand it over to Yoku. Na Yoku for so enhwem because something isn't right. Something is terribly wrong. The way Kwesi Jabin is doing his work, something isn't right. So Busamia, I would say we should merge the OSP's office with the Attorney General's office. The Attorney General should oversee the activities of the OSP. The OSP must report to the Attorney General because we gave the OSP too much independence and he's abusing that office. The amount of money we pump into the OSP's office, it is crazy. When you read Ghana's budget, now we share the amount of money. They call the Special Prosecutor's Office and the 38 cases ultimately breaking back 254 workers. Now it looks like he feels too powerful, and that I would prefer the government, the president. He appointed a special prosecutor. He should merge it with the Attorney General's office. The special prosecutor should work beneath the Attorney General. So when the special prosecutor does investigations, he should collaborate with the Attorney General to prosecute. But at the end of the day, the special prosecutor should report to the Attorney General. That is the only way that we can manage the office of the special prosecutor. Without that, Kwesi Jabin is running his own country. He's too powerful and he's breaking a lot of the rules. He's breaking a lot of the rules, which he's not supposed to do. Now, as Ghanaians, we should not underestimate what is happening. And Yoko is asking for a Cecilia Dapa's docket. But I don't care about this. What I care about is all the docket at OSP's office, the special prosecutors, where are the dockets? Well, I can tell you on authority, none of the investigator BNY or OSP officer or what docket. No investigation is ongoing. We're seizing a dockets now. Our 254 workers, 254. He's working on only 38 cases and to ultimately breaking one. The OSP must go. If he's not going to go, you need to merge his office with Attorney General's office. There's no need to have an OSP who cannot do anything and feels too powerful, abusing state resource. He runs around with 4 military men, 2 military men at the office, 4 working with him. He had different offices where he has placed military men. No, it can't happen. So the special prosecutor should come out. And this goes to the president respectfully. Mr. President, Ghanaians want to see something at the OSP's office. The amount of money we are pumping into that office, we cannot tolerate this kind of laziness and this kind of disrespect to law. The president should make sure, and I'm respectfully telling the president, This is respectfully, I'm telling the president, Mr. President, so we share special prosecutor now. The man is abusing that office. Before this government came into office, when a special prosecutor bar office 2025, he gathered every single person at the special prosecutor's office and told them, say, he didn't want this job. This is what Kusi Jabing told all the investigators and the workers at the special prosecutor's office. He told them bluntly, I didn't want this job. I don't need this job. So Kusi Jabing, the work he is doing, he is not from his heart. He wasn't willing to do this job. And the crow hine and a pan chow and also saw hine and so can some chowa untumi ended the embuso entino Jumawi. He wasn't ready to take this job. It Kusi Jabe is not there because he was willing or he's ready to work for Ghana. Kusi Jabe is there because somebody forced him to be there. And there's this man called Akuguru. Akuguru, I've done his story before, our special prosecutor's office. And you see, sometimes you expect people who know their job. He's an experienced investigator. Akuguru today is one of the most radical investigators in Ghana. Metuma Kachero say, it goes all the way down, say, when you go to the special prosecutor's office, Akuguru, personal assistant Oyoba, has an issue with Akuguru. I'll talk on that in detail. For some reason, some women at the OSP's office, they wrote a lot of petitions to the OSP about Akuguru, the relationship with some of the women there. Akuguru ni OSP abeba. When I know Akuguru, his wife is an NDC MP. Madam, I've spoken about your husband before, and I thought your husband was going to change. But it is looking like your husband is not ready to change. Talk to him. It is very important you talk to Akuguru. So this is what I have for the special prosecutor. And I expect the special prosecutor to come out and tell us exactly what happened to the Mustafa Hamid Edieng case. If you are now about to file a case, then you are stalling. Mustafa Hamid is the prime suspect here. Mustafa Hamid needs to be charged. His boy who was taking the money from the OMCs confessed. When you met Mustafa Hamid, he admitted to the boys' statement. Why are you still sitting there and telling us stories about the Mustafa MPA story? Why are you now telling us that you are about to file? You know, you have known the facts. That's why I was asking you all these questions. Have you had a meeting with Mustafa Hamid?
Yo, waiting for winning and someone about beto. Yapon so Mikao say so when you subscribe to channel idea, Bobodia say over subscribe. No, I like give video, no give us a thumbs up. Now fi share my wofo so now when you be here now and somewhere koso ewo Ghana memoir. Also with me otchere wadwen afaye and some way nyina ho ewo comment box ni mu. Mbeti minkabi in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.